Finally, a change of heart. Reno Omokri ditches Atiku for Peter Obi. Reno Omokri dumps Atiku for Peter Obi. Finally, hey! Finally, Reno Omokri has decided to say the truth. Which truth? Peter Obi putakwa. If I am in a church now and they brings Reno Omokri as the pastor, I will leave that church. Forget that praises. So, you know who is Reno Omokri? In fact, look at how people see Reno Omokri now. Look at that picture. That is how people see Reno Omokri. He will bash you and bash you. I will never trust Reno Omokri again. Even if he's saying the truth, because the next minute, there is nobody that demarketed Obi during the election like Reno Omokri. And Reno Omokri has no shame. This is the same mouth he used to promote Obi prior to the election. Now, Obi, don't think Reno Omokri is on your side, though. Continue moving, keep your head straight, and doing what you're doing. Don't be carried away. Don't be swelled by what he said. Meanwhile, we are going to get to what he said. Don't be swayed or swelled. Don't allow that to swell your ranks. Hell, agwam frono ze ye make. Agwa di ishe, eke di ishe. There's a particular saying. If agwa nuno, bruzo chupugodo onye. Based on what he's saying, I'm judging people by what they say. Reno Omokri that demarcates in the Igbo anything. You know, the other day I saw Tinubu in London also shaking him, and I thought Reno Omokri will soon come back to Nigeria. But what happened? I don't know. Maybe he's still afraid because he knows what he said about Tinubu. Reno Omokri managed to escape during Buhari's time. Meanwhile, I don't pray that he was caught. I don't pray that he was caught. But he managed to escape by a whisker. DSS almost picked him. Since then, he has not come to Nigeria. During Buhari's reign, he was rubbishing Tinubu. Now, Tinubu's reign. Perhaps he would have come back to Nigeria after Buhari's reign, but he has rubbished Tinubu. But the person he has rubbished more than anybody was Obi and the Igbo people. With this same mouth, he praises this same mouth. Peter Obi, don't be carried away. Even though, let me tell you, before I share the story to you, I don't believe in Nigeria's election. So, I'm not trying to say this as if I am hailing Peter Obi or I am in support of him venturing, because we saw clearly what happened in the last election, 2023 presidential election. We could predict the winner, but look at what happened. Peter Obi cannot even reset it. He could do nothing. If he repeats again, what is Peter Obi going to do? So I'm not even interested. I will not even tell people to vote. Nigeria election, not before me again. I will not participate. I'm sorry to say this because it was the first time I decided to vote, and I was disappointed. Greatly disappointed. I wept and I said, no more. And those who want to query me, you have to prove to me based on 2023 election, or you have to rewrite the wrongs of 2023 elections. Meanwhile, let's get to what Reno Omokri said about Peter Obi, that I'm telling Peter Obi to be aware of. He should not trust anything said by people who have, we already know him. We already know what he's capable of. Don't be carried away. He might see you as the biggest opposition, like he said, that Atiku is no more. Look at, he's dishing everybody. Okay, maybe the next attacks will come at Atiku. Don't be carried away. Perhaps he's trying to if it appears that this person might, it is his turn. Because Peter Obi, politically, Peter Obi is gaining weight now. In fact, if you see Peter Obi's muscle politically, but me, I don't believe in Nigeria's election. So Reno Omokri names Peter Obi as the biggest opposition figure in Nigeria. To him, other ones are joking. They are, egwonwa. That is what they are doing. Normally, he goes to Facebook or Twitter and he revealed that he admires how Peter Obi has trudged on despite the obstacle he faces. Part of the obstacle Peter Obi has faced was Reno Omokri demarketing him. Though for Peter Obi, it's like somebody you throw dirt at, he do like this, wash it away and go. None of what Reno Omokri did that demarketed him. We know what happened. Peter Obi would have been there. We know what happened. By the way, Reno Omokri is a former aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan. And according to him recently, he said, the candidate of the Labour Party in the last election, Peter Obi, is currently the #1 opposition figure in the country. That you are the #1 opposition figure doesn't make you the next president. These are only, okay, Brazil and Nigeria played ball before, and Nigeria won. That is an indication that Nigeria might win again. Rubbish. We know that Reno has been working with Atiku Abubakar in previous presidential elections. But right now, the election has ended and it's like this guy, the way he's talking as if if he's chopping from this place, he will hail this place. He has dismissed Atiku. To him, others are confused, others that are in the race. Perhaps he has seen pointers and indications that Peter Obi is. So according to Reno Omokri, Peter Obi is currently the #1 opposition figure in Nigeria. Anybody in any opposition party who thinks that he's bigger than Obi right now is deluded. Oh, you know. You don't even know, you don't know that that is also the case during the 2023 presidential election. You don't know. Or you know, or you decided to, as usual, who you are. According to him, these critics of Obi and Igbo, according to him, several of the opposition parties, one or two of them, he said they have already retired by Obi, but they don't know. That is, if you come to Igbo people, they will say, Mmiri na-eri ha. He said it is only their money that is keeping them on life support. That's a case of somebody in coma, sustained by maybe oxygen. That is the case. That is what he's trying to say. So to him, he rounded up by saying, as he's talking in regards to Obi, he said, if only he could be less Igbo-centric, that Obi is Igbo-centric. Are you seeing that? With what Ndi Igbo are saying about Obi, do you think Obi is Igbo-centric? So he said, if only Obi would be less Igbo-centric. Obi is not Igbo-centric. And he said, if only he will appeal to his obedience to use persuasive rather than abusive words and then apologize to his yes daddy. Who is his yes daddy? Religious war comment against the Muslim Ummah. He would go far, according to him. Well, viewers, do you continue to think, or have you ever thought that the Labour Party followers are abusive compared to other political parties in Nigeria? Have you ever seen it in that way? Reno, go and sit down. That is what I would say. Reno, go and sit down. Even though I'm not interested in Nigerian election, and if you ask me, I will not say it now, but I can already predict the outcome of 2027 election. As it was in the beginning, as it was in 2023, so it will also be again. Who killed Ababa if you are Gidana Isabi? I don't see anything changing. The INEC chairman is still there. The INEC chairman is still there. Even if Obi does whatever or complies with whatever he has said, the person that is in the helms of affairs in INEC, they are all still there. With their same system English, with their same server, whatsoever they call it. They will tell us the same story again. What are we going to do? We saw things still happening. Okay, if they have repented after 2023 election, what happened in Edo and other places? I beg, make una come out for my place. I no trust Nigeria election. I don't believe it again. Like I said, I believe in Igbo nation. Yes, Igbo nation carved within Nigeria. If by the grace of God we will. But we will do our things, fix our places. Fix our places, work together. And Igbo nation extend beyond Southeast. Beyond Southeast, other parts, other geographical definitions, it extend to those places. Ndị Igbo bịakọnye n'ọnụ ka anyị mekọọ n'ife. Dozie be anyị. Work out an economic model for ourselves. Fix our place. Still receive allocations from Nigeria and fix our place. Work on a formidable regional security and every other thing. There are many things to discuss. What do you think, viewers? Add your comment on the comment section. Please share this video widely. If you are not subscribed, please also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Azuka Oje. Bye-bye for now.